Hi everyone. Right, it says I'm live. I'm going to do a double check that I am live in here, and that I am in the right place. I have quite a few groups, so I'm conscious that am not always in the right place. So let me just see. I wanted to also um, tag Gwen as she's requested. I am live. That's good. So let's see if I can tag Gwen. Good morning, anyway. For those of you that are watching this on replay, then please do the hashtag replay. Sorry, I'm being distracted by trying to tag Gwen. I know Facebook isn't showing us stuff at the moment, and hi Gwen, um, whilst I'm happy to tag people, I don't want to do the at everyone because, quite frankly, I ignore them, and I choose which ones I want to go into. But what I would say is, if you want me to tag you, I will always tag you. That's fine. Just let me know. If you want me but no, what I was going to say was actually keep coming into the group and checking it out on a daily basis. I post every day. You can post in here. There is a limit. I don't want it to be all spammy and promotional. So we have promotional days. So we can do that at those times. If you mention your business by name or you put your logo on, that to me is promotional. And I'm more than happy for promotional days for that to happen. But I want us to give and receive in this group, ask for support or give, realizations, those lovely aha moments. Oh my God, this has happened. Celebrate. If you're struggling, then let us know. We want to help. There's a the law of attraction talks very much around, when we give, we receive. When we're open to giving, we're more open to receiving. And isn't it nice when you can help someone else? It's so beautiful when we can do that. So anyway, that wasn't the subject of today. As always, I always add a little bit extras. But the subject today, I want to follow on because it's National Simplicity Day. And oh, I love that concept. I am a simple girl at heart, I have to say. If I can keep things simple, I remember we used to have Kiss Kiss in the corporate world, which was keep it simple, stupid. I changed it because I don't want to call myself stupid. So it's keep it simple, Sam. So um, we very much, look at what we could do to make it as simple as possible. And you know what? Life is so complex at the moment that keeping things simple is actually quite challenging in itself. But that's what I wanted to talk to you today because I put on the put on the title that this is all about attracting your soul clients, and it is. And I know that a lot of you are saying that you want more clients in your business, and it's not an easy task these days to do. There's so many elements within our business that we could be doing, and that we need to think about, but actually some of those work and some of those don't. And it's finding out what does work and what doesn't. And I want to talk today about the 3 C's. I want to talk to you about clarity, consistency, and confidence so that you attract your soul clients, your ideal clients, your dream clients, whatever you want to call them. I call them soul clients because the clients that I work with, I love. They touch my soul. I want to help them at a soul level because I know what it's like. So we're going to be talking about those 3 C's, and in particular, I want to talk about clarity today. I'm going to keep it short. I want it short and sharp. Ask questions, even if you're not watching this live. Ask questions. I will come back to them next week. I'm going to do a Q&A. So if you've got questions on this, we'll talk about that. If there's other questions that you've got, then just let me know. We can do some hot seat coaching if you would like. I want this to kind of be molded the way that you need it to be, to really give you the support. But going back to today, as I say, life can be bloody complicated. I know how much I've got on at the moment. It's end of school term. So we've got my daughter's play, which was last night and this afternoon. And we've been learning all her lines because she's one of the lead parts. Proud mum moment. We've got my son's transition into his new class. We're trying to find out diagnosis for him because he's struggling at the moment in school. And they're not helpful when you're trying to get diagnosis. And then we've got my daughter moving up to secondary school, or the uniform, all the things we've got to think about there. That's not, and that's just like general, there's all the other stuff. My dog's not great. She's lost the use of her back legs. There's a lot going on in our lives. And then, we've got technology that's supposed to make it simple for us, but it doesn't always. Because I witnessed the whole kerfuffle around threads in the last week, and another social media platform for us to use. Great, but how, will that be something for us? Is our sole client on there? Should we get on there straight away and be part of the beginning, or should we sit back and wait and see if it turns out like Clubhouse? So many decisions on a daily basis that really clutter up our mind. And for those of you that know me, that you know that I talk a lot about Pareto's principle. And for those that don't know what that is, it's essentially 20% of your effort results in 80% of your results, yields 80% of your results. So if you think about it, 5-day week, right? 20% is just one day, right? So one day's work is getting you the majority of your results. So when we get the clarity around what that 20% is, I was just about to ask that until you described it. Oh, and Fran, you should know this. I've talked about it enough times. But when we focus on what works, and I saw that in Charlie Day's masterclass the other day, and I loved it. I was like, yes, I say the same thing, Charlie Day. Yeah, what works, that 20%, what works, right? That gets us the 80%. When we amplify that, that's when we get the big results. But it's not always easy. I should have disappointed. Consider yourself told off, Fran. It's not always easy to see what that 20% is. And we're in a very divine masculine environment, right? Goal setting, getting there, moving forward, action taking, blah, 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 right? That's why we get burnout. That's why we get overwhelmed, because we've got so much going on. We're having so much thrown at us and we think we've got to do it all. We think we've got to be on Threads. We think we've got to do Instagram. We think we've got to do TikTok. TikTok and Threads are very different demographics looking at them. But we think we've got to do it all. Whereas if we sat back in our divine feminine energy and reviewed and took that time to get the clarity around what works, then we can amplify that 20%. So if you imagine that one day is getting 80% of your results, and I should have done this calculation before I got on, 5 days, or even like me, you work 4 days, right? 4 8s are 32. I've got it. So, 320% increase in the results. Do I need to say more? So we need to think about it, right? So I'm saying the 3 C's just to repeat them: clarity, consistency, and confidence, right? Get the clarity around what works, get the consistency in doing it, create the confidence. Confidence has got 2 sides. It's confidence that you can do it, you'll start to get the results, right? But also, when you are more confident, that's when the clients will invest in you. If you sit there going, I might be able to help you, yeah, I think I can, they're not going to invest, right? You have to step into your power to be the person your clients need. Even though it's an event day tomorrow, I'm scheduling everything and letting it run itself. Absolutely. It's stepping into your power. You can still be there, but allowing it to work. And I know, Fran, you have done a number of these events already. So you have looked at what works. I know, because we've done the work together. And you have increased and put in things that really do help get that. You have done that review, and you've tweaked and you've improved every single time. We've looked at your stats and seen how you increase, and all the 3s was the last time. So it'll be interesting to see how that works this time again. And I know that you'll do that review and see where you go. And that's where you get to elevate. That's where you really do it. Thank you. I love working my magic with people, and you, Fran, have been amazing. I loved it. So, clarity. It's the first step. If you don't have clarity, you are not going to be able, you won't have the consistency because you're not clear in your messaging, you're not clear in who you're trying to talk to, you're not clear in what you're trying to achieve or how you're trying to achieve it. You won't have the consistency, and then you certainly don't have the confidence because it's not going to be working. So I really want you to focus, even if you take 10 minutes today to do a journaling exercise on what do I need more clarity on? Where can I get more clarity on your business? Think about, what are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to achieve for yourself, but also for your clients? And they can be two different things. For Fran, she wants to achieve financial self-sufficiency for herself. She's become debt free. But she's now looking to increase that and give herself the freedom that she wants. But that's not necessarily what she's looking for her clients, although I suppose there is an underlying point to it. She works with authors, predominantly fictional authors. So she's helping them to to create the books that are going to become their bestsellers. Now that will give them money, but as you know, as I've asked the question in this group many a time, your money is kind of like, yes, I need it, but it's not my motivator. My motivator is clients. For Fran, her motivator is clients, and it's also about motivating her. Her motivation is also about helping and supporting those authors to get bestseller status, which she's actually achieved a few times, which is amazing. So what do you want? Because it always starts from you. That's where we have to start. It's not selfish. It's the right way to be. And what do you want for your clients? And how are you going to do that? How are you going to serve your clients? Free writing was a game changer. Yeah, absolutely. So just to give you an idea, I've got a free journaling training if anybody wants it. But free writing, flow writing, and journaling, you can journal, and then free or flow writing is the same thing as is a part of journaling. And basically that's setting a timer and not stopping writing. And when you get stuck on what you're trying to say, you basically say, I'm stuck. I need more help. What do I need to know? Tell me what I need to know. And you just keep repeating those questions. And the journaling will help you connect with your subconscious to be able to bring out that. So if you need help on journaling, let me know. It is an incredible tool. People kind of think of it as a lightweight thing, but it is so powerful. I've got some free training if you want it. Let me know if you'd like that. So going back to the subject, because I want to make sure that you get what you need out of today. I need you to take the time to be clear. Hello, Debbie. Lovely to see you. Take that time to get the clarity about what you're trying to achieve and how you're trying to achieve it. Now, some people can think well in advance, right? They can think 10 years, 20 years. And at times I can do that. But there's other times where I'm not so good at looking that far ahead. And I know, I'll take Debbie as an example. I know Debbie, when we first met, would struggle longer than about a week. All right. So that's okay. Just set yourself a vision for the week. All right. Set yourself that intention. Get clear on it. Think about how it feels when you wake up knowing what you're going to do every day. How motivated you feel, even if it's something you're not really that keen on, you're kind of motivated to get it done. But having that clarity of doing it and getting it done, you don't have all the decisions to make. So you get on with it. Therefore, you achieve, right? It's when you wake up, you're like, what am I going to do today? And you spend half an hour just thinking about it. Barack Obama is a great example of this, actually, because when he was president, he had, I think it was 7 of the same suits, same color, same suits, and same ties, right? Always a blue tie. And he said he did that because he then didn't have to make another decision, right? He had to make massive decisions as president, but choosing his clothes every morning was not a decision he wanted to make. So he decided to have exactly the same stuff every day, wear the same suit every day, not the same suit, but the same style of suit every day, because it took one of those decisions away. I know myself. For Mother's Day, I actually asked for not to have to make any decisions for the day, because like it's like what to put in their packed lunch, what to do there, what time to do this, whether to do the ironing now or whether to do this now, or what to cook for dinner, what I need in from the shop. So many decisions, so many small decisions, and they weigh down on us. So when we can take away that decision and keep the clarity, even the clarity helps the decision making. If you know what you're trying to achieve, you know what works, you can make those decisions so much easier. Okay, so when you've got clarity, of course, that gives you the ability to be consistent. Oh, yeah, I feel you even just with dinners. I remember us having a discussion when I was working with you about saying, like, oh, for God's sake, just make a menu plan, then you don't have to worry about it every day. It's what I do. It's simple things like that. Again, National Simplicity Day. Just where are you making decisions that you don't need to, right? Now, I quite like picking out my clothes every morning, so that's fine. But thinking about going into the kitchen in the evening, thinking, oh, what have I got to cook? And I like cooking. What have I got to cook? Just doesn't do it for me. So I make a meal plan. Then I know exactly what I need to buy, and it's done. And I don't have to think about it. And when the kids moan at me, it's like, well, that's what we got. You know, just that's it. So when we create the clarity, that enables us to be consistent, particularly with, our messaging, when we know who our soul client is that we want to talk to, when we know what we're trying to achieve, when we know what we're trying to do, then we can be consistent. We can show up. We know what we want to say. So we don't have to sit there going, what am I going to do on the live now? We're clear. And that then leads to that confidence that we can step up and go, I know this stuff, because we're consistent and we're practiced. And then all of that together, the clients, our potential clients see us as the people that will be able to help them in whatever we're doing, whether it be authors, whether it be mums, whether it be business owners, whoever it is, they will see that you can help them. And that's what you need to do to be able to create, a flow of clients into your business. Okay. So, and one thing I've got here on my notes actually is that, look, you're not going to love. No, I know this is something I've struggled with. I want to help everybody, but you can't help everybody, right? It's like, if you've got kids running off in different directions, you can't run after all of them. You've got to, you've got to think about who you do want to help, and you will lose people along the way. But, either they're not your soul client or they will be in your world and they will then become your soul client. I've got people that have followed me for years. I haven't been going for that long, but a few years that then come into my life. I've got people that have left and come back. In fact, last night I got a text, a DM off a client that I worked with 2 years ago, saying where she was and what she was doing. And I've spoken to her recently, but she just dropped me a note and said, I'm struggling with this, and we had a bit of a chat. So, people come and go. There's a flow, and that's okay as well. And that's all part of clarity, to enable that flow as well. And I know that, I'm saying, oh, it's as simple as clarity, consistency, confidence. And I know that, like, then you'll sit there going, okay, how clear am I? Am I clear enough? And it's like, just feel into it. Feel whether you feel clear, that you are clear. Remember those things. Who are my soul clients? How am I serving them? What am I trying to achieve for myself and for my clients? When you get that information, you can move forwards. You can, your core values will show through. Fran with her branding, she when you know who you are and you can show up as that regular person, you will always see me with my angel next to me, because she has the crown of knowing what she wants. She has the wings to help people fly high. She has the magic wand to be able to cast her magic over her clients. That's my anchor. And that's what you will see from me consistently, because she's part of my branding. The blue background, again, you can see, oh, that side, the hummingbird. Things like that are what people will recognize, and it builds that, I hate to say it, the know, like, and trust. Okay, but people need that. They need to know that when they invest money in you, that they will get the results. And it's not that they don't think you can help them, it's the fact that they don't think they can help themselves. So think about getting clear first of all. All right, I will do some lives on consistency and confidence in the coming weeks, but get clear on your clarity. Now, if you are stuck on this and you were really struggling, then I have 3 slots for a clarity call. It's only half an hour. I'm going to do them for £55 if you book this week, rather than the £88. So you can get clear. And believe me, it doesn't always take half an hour. I've had situations where within the first 5 minutes we've gone, well, this, and this, and they've gone, oh yeah, because I have the ability to really see into your soul, to really feel into your energy, to be able to identify what is stopping you. So, I used to do them for an hour and sit there thinking, oh God, I've got to fill the rest of the time. That's why I cut them down, because it doesn't need that time. With the right questions, we can get there really, really fast. But if you're not looking for a one-to-one, because I know it's not always someone's cup of tea, my cup of tea, but I have got, and I'm changing my, this is something that's come out of my recent work. I'm changing my model slightly, and I'm creating self-guided training. Now, the difference with this is that it's not self-study, because I heard you guys, and I know that you've bought self-study in the past and you've not finished it. And you kind of lost the impetus, you lose the motivation. You need a level of accountability. Now, I know you're all capable. It's not like you need someone sitting over you making you do it, but you need a level of accountability. So I am creating self-guided training now. So what that means is when you buy some training off me, you go into a Facebook group where I show up every month to be able to help you move forward. Right? So you need to self-guide yourself, because again, bit of clarity here, we all work different speeds, don't we? Some of us are sprinters, some of us are joggers, some of us are kind of like plodders. That's okay. It doesn't matter, right? This, by doing it this way, this is the beauty of it, and this is what I love, is that it's tailored to how you want to work, right? So they're self-guided because you do it as fast or as slow as you want, right? How it works for you. But you have me, because I, again, having chatted to my clients, what they value most is the support that I give. That you have me as well to support you, right? So I am there in the Facebook group answering questions. I will come live to do Q&As and coaching if need be, that we can move forward. So slightly different to the traditional self-study. But also for me, I want to help everybody. And one of the things that I've learned about myself, because I have this carrot, I still learning, still getting to know who I am and what I'm doing. One of the things that I've learned as well is that I do dedicate a lot of time to my clients, and it means that I am limited by how many clients I can take on at once, right? I mean, my one-to-ones sell out very, very fast, and I very rarely have them open to take up so that people can jump on them. I normally have a waiting list for one-to-ones, so I don't often advertise them. But it means that, like, I know there are people out there that would like support but can't, either financially, or I haven't got the right thing for them. And I want to be able to help you all because that's just me. I am a nurturer and all of that. So doing these self-guided means that you can get instant access when you need this piece of information. You can do it, but you can also get a level of support as well. So they will be coming online. My first one is Flow to Freedom, which is all about creating clarity, right? I have the space framework. It's building space to grow, but it also stands for sensing where you are, positioning where you want to be, activating you. So we've got meditation in there. We've got EFT in there. And then creating your inspired actions, so that you manifest what you want, but then having the elevate at the end. What we said at the beginning of this, reviewing in your feminine energy to be able to see what you can do to tweak it, to really step up again. Okay, so those are two things that are available if you need help on clarity. Just drop me a DM if you would like those, and I will send the details to you. I should say the Flow to Freedom is again just £27. You can do the whole course in an hour if you wanted to, or you can take your time to do it, but you get immediate access. The video training is in there, the exercises are in there, the meditation, the EFT is in there. So it's all available to you. If you wanted it right now, you could do it and you could have clarity in an hour. So it's that quick. And then you would also be able to access me if you had any questions as well. All right. So, I mean, that's mega, isn't it? £27. So two things that you can do if you need clarity. Well, three things actually. Journal. First of all, journal. How can I get more clarity in what I need? What's holding me back? If you need help with journaling, then I have a free resource, which is again a set of videos to help you. Right? It's not just one thing; it's a set of videos that will help you. Second thing, I have clarity calls, which for this week only is £55 instead of 88. You can book those and we can, in 30 minutes, we can have it sorted and clear the path for you. Or you can access my Flow to Freedom self-guided training, where in an hour you can do it yourself. And if you've got any questions, you can access me. And that is just £27. I could need to look at that actually. Right. I will love and leave you. I hope that has given you what you need to be able to move forward. If you've got any questions, then let me know. And I will see you next week for Q&As. In the meantime, have an amazing rest of the day. I am off to see my daughter as Maid Marian in Robin and the Sherwood Hoodies. Which is hysterical because we watched it last night as well. And I've been learning all the lines, so I'm like, I'm nursing. Oh, my darling. Oh, I need to decompose myself. Has been my nursey voice. So have an amazing day. Have an amazing rest of the week. And I will see you here next week for Q&As. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.